Hey, hello, good evening. There he is.
There I am.
I'm glad you're back. Yes, I am well rested and ready to go. Tonight we are. This is it. Well, this is the last basic
Right.
scenario for Stonewall in the Valley, which is funny because obviously doing these each twice. We have spent 2 months doing this, so we have all fallen in love with the Shenandoah Valley. And based on what I've seen in some of the online groups and some of the feedback, we're getting other people falling in love with the Shenandoah Valley. So that
I, I
does my heart good. We're doing scenario four. Scenario four, Cross Keys and Port Republic is the name of our scenario tonight. Again, this is the last official basic scenario. We're going to play this week and next week, of course, back to back. And then the following week, you and I will tackle the two skirmisher, Bath, and the other one. One is a very early one, 1861 scenario, and one is an 1864 scenario. And I think they're both one or two turns. I mean, they're meant to be scenarios that are used for teaching new players. And so I think what we could do is we could probably play both games back to back the same night.
yes, yeah, very likely. Yeah,
And then
it's.
that
I
way
think they're
we
both one-turn scenarios.
yeah, and we can close the books on the valley and figure out where we're going from there. So that's kind of my plan in my brain is what we're going to do. I did last night. I went through this scenario and I brought the text over, so we will have the notes. The notes button there will contain all the information about the scenario, which we will go through momentarily. Um, and what else did I do? There was one correction that I had to make based on what was in the book versus what was in the saved scenario setup here, and that was the victory points say that you get 3 points for Lewiston, which is hex 4221, but the circle that was put in there. So if anybody's playing this stock themselves, the victory point circle is actually set on Lewis Mill, which is
Yeah,
incorrect. So I
I saw
shifted
that
it.
too.
I shifted it down correctly, and so we should be good for that, which I think makes
I
it.
didn't know if there was an errata that why or that was just an error. So I'm glad you caught that too
That's a
and
good
fixed
point.
it.
I'm going with as printed in the book, so I don't know if there was a follow up skirmisher or errata or something, but it did specifically say Lewiston, and
Yep,
so I moved it down there.
and I couldn't find anything that said it should have been Lewis Mill. So I think
Right.
this is good.
Right. Good. So yes, I've put the force markers out there to indicate heads up on the point values. I, of course, will be playing the Union forces tonight, and you will play the Confederates. And this one, I didn't delve too deeply into it, and I certainly didn't go back and read the. I know you did, so I'm glad that you probably read the game is history here for June in 1862. But from what I could tell, just meandering over the map here, we've got our friendly faces from the mountains. We got the unwashed boys from Fremont and Blanker up there. They're the ones that I will get to start with, and then everybody else is locked. They're unreleased, and then they will slowly be released theoretically if I get some good die rolls. But I'm going to go ahead and open up the notes field, and I guess this is probably a good time to just review the scenario information. And we'll do this more in depth this week, and next week we'll kind of skim it lightly. But yes, this is mid-June, 1862. This is Cross Keys and Port Republic. This is a 6 turn, so after the last, after the first 3 scenarios where we've just been like uh, clawing at our faces at midnight, going, "Is this is this still going?" We have this a relatively short one. This is back into the sort of expected range of basic scenarios of 6 turns. We do not have random events in this scenario. However, we do have what we would consider the effects of rain. So we're not going to be rolling for
Mm-hmm.
rain on this one, but we do have the lingering effects of a rainy season, being that the South Shenandoah River is the only major river on this map, and it is unfordable completely, except because it's swollen. So that we will go through that specific there, but it just points out that we don't determine random events. And no entrenchments at all in this, except for the Virginia militia because they're already under a fort. But we don't have to sweat out any of that. So there's not going to be any help for defensive works there. Point three is that the three bridges, they're indicated there. We have the Columbia Bridge, we have the Red Bridge, and we have the Conrad Store Bridge. Those are all what we've used previously in other scenarios. Those bridges have all been subsequently destroyed. So as we start the scenario, there are no ways to get across the river at that point because they are destroyed. The only way now is the Port Republic Bridge, which is still intact, and of course that's right where the Confederate forces are. Tolliver is at one side of it. So that is the only way, as we will see for the first several turns, for anyone to get across the river. There's no fording of the Shenandoah from 3417 and farther downstream, because it is, again, it's full of rainwater from the early rains in June, apparently. So yes, that's what 4 is basically saying. No fording except at bridges. No zone of control crossing over the bridges, over the fords either. And you do have you and I both have the option of destroying the Port Republic Bridge, but it specifically says that it cannot be destroyed if there is an enemy unit on the other side of the hex. So unlike where we would normally get a negative modifier or a positive modifier, whichever one, a modifier, we are not going to get that. We will not even be able to destroy the bridge if you're on the other side. So that is an interesting tactical choice that they've made for this. And then there it goes on to point 6, talking about when we get to the last 2 turns, 5 or 6, we will roll a die and see if fate determines that we should be able to cross over the Shenandoah River at that point through the fords. But if we don't get that, if we get a 3 or more on turn 5, or if we get a 5 or 6 on turn 6, then there is no crossing the river anywhere except for the Port Republic Bridge, and thus I have to make some big strategic decisions early on about how I'm going to try to get to some of these victory point locations. So now just keep in mind that is the major rivers for you guys watching. That means that's the one with the big black border around it. The minor rivers, the ones without the thick black line, is still fordable. So that is not affected by that special rule. So that will definitely influence my decision about how I approach these things. And then finally, point 7, or not finally, but point 7 just indicates that, as we saw, I've got some units that are not released until I get them released. So I will make a die roll starting with turn 1. And the first time I get a roll of 4 or less, then I will get this first group, which is Shields and Tyler. And then the second time that I get a 4 or less, on a subsequent turn, I will get Kimball and Fair. Alright, and then 8, like we saw before, if my units get into Augusta County, then that is that line that runs basically south of the Shenandoah. Once I'm into Augusta County there, if my units get disorganized, they do not flip back to their organized side, even at 0 or 1 in the recovery phase. So that is another strategic consideration about how active they're going to be and what kind of danger I want to put them in. And point 9 is just showing the 4. Well, there's actually 5, but there are 4 objective hexes that are directly here at the beginning that are easy to see. We've got either side of the Port Republic Bridge, one in Port Republic and one in New Haven. So either one of those, they are both worth 3 victory points. And then we've got as we see, the corrected Lewiston, which is worth 3 victory points. But I cannot get that if I end up getting Mount Vernon, which is the sort of the big enchilada. The Mount Vernon furnace is worth 6 victory points. This is not like we've had in the previous Winchester, where you and I get them cumulatively. This is a control at the end. So if they switch hands back and forth, whoever has control of them at the end of the game will get the victory points. So it's not an occupy, it's a control. let's move on to the victory point schedule then. So as we see, just basically the four there at the top are the ones that I just pointed out there. Actually, there's one that I didn't show, but we'll go to that. So 6 points for Mount Vernon Furnace, 3 for Lewiston. But again, I do not get that if I do control. So it's either 6 points or 3 points. But I don't get both. I don't get the 9. Then way down up in the valley, as we saw before, the Staunton victory point schedule where the Virginia Militia are, that is worth 4 victory points. And the other two, as we said, I've got markers on them. New Haven and Port Republic are 3 victory points each. And if at least one of my units, this is almost like the pittance, if I get one infantry unit, not a cavalry, is within 5 hexes of Staunton, so basically if I can get to, say, 26, 25 there, then I can get a victory point. Hooray! But I don't get that if I actually get the 4 points for Staunton. So it's like a little something for your time and effort, I guess. We have a +1, -1 for manpower losses, of course. And then specific to Staunton, if I get control as the Union of Staunton, then that puts Harrisonburg into play. And then that could be a negative. It's already controlled by the Confederates. If I get Staunton, then if the Confederates have it, that's worth a negative victory point for me. However, if I don't have Staunton, then it's worth nothing to them. So that's an interesting little balance of a point there. So clearly with these victory points, we see this is going to be a fairly low scoring game. As we can see, for the first time ever in any of our games you and I have played, this is the first time I've ever seen a draw. There is a draw possibility. So -1 to +1 victory point is a draw. So that could that could happen for the first time tonight. 2 to 6 is my marginal, so I need to get at least 2 victory points. So basically getting any one of those victory point locations and holding off any kind of manpower losses could potentially win the game for the Union. But as we see, that goes to extremes. So -8 or less is Confederate decisive, and that means that things have gone horribly wrong, or you've gotten very, very offensively oriented for attacking. So I have to guard against that as well. When I first saw this, and I looked through it and I read it again, I'm like, oh boy, there's some really heavy-duty decisions here. So I am excited about that, as I'm sure you are as well. What are your opening thoughts as we proceed on to this?
Well, when I first saw this and looked at it, I thought, well, this is going to be, you have to do the offensive tonight. But then I saw the victory point schedule, and because of the draw, and we start out at 0, I can't just play defense. I've got to get some manpower losses.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if I want to win, I mean, I
Right.
can play for the draw, of course, but that would be, who wants to do that?
Right.
Again, it comes down to, I think, superior tactics for the Confederates and superior manpower for the Union. So
Right.
we'll see how this plays out.
Right. Well, I also, for the first time in all of our scenarios, I do not have banks involved in this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm relying heavily on Mr. Fremont for district responsibilities. But that's not great either.
I'm assuming he can't command shields, correct?
Correct. It's not noted, but he is not of the Mountain Department. He's the Shenandoah. So I'm going to say that is probably a no. Yeah, all he can do is bring in grand assaults. Now, he could still do a grand assault. He just can't activate those units right. Well, I think that pretty much covers it. I'm kind of just going to see how things go, and I've got way more cavalry out there than I like having to be around you as the Confederate player. But there's really only so much to do in 6 turns, and it will be interesting to see what I can do to make you react. Okay, well, I think we're ready to get started. If there's nothing else, good luck to you, sir, as always.
Good luck to you.
I will start with leader transfers, and I have no leader transfers. I believe everybody is where I want them to be. Do you have any leader transfers?
put Jackson down with Stonewall. I'll leave you where he is.
Okay. Well, then why don't you give us the first initiative roll and see what happens?
You have a role for releasing
Oh,
units.
I do, because that's part of the reinforcement. So let's see. I'm trying to get a 4 or less, right?
First roll of 4 or less.
4, all right, okay. So here is the roll to release Shields and Tyler. And they are released. Okay, perfect. Well, then now we may proceed with the first initiative roll.
It's mine. I'm going to activate the second Virginia. 2 dice. And he gets a +1, I believe. I haven't played this game in a week. I've already forgotten the rules.
That's right, yeah. It is +1.
1, 2, 6, 8. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, seeing how they are unlocked, I might as well take advantage of shields. We get a minimum 2 with activating by leader. So here is their movement. We get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Initiative. It is yours again.
Activate the second Virginia. Open 8, so he gets to go 9. 1, 2, 7. Just going to stop right there. Initiative. Yours again.
Okay. I will now activate both Carol and Tyler. So they'll go up 1 each. And here's the movement minimum 2. 5. I think shields will transfer over to Carol. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Initiative. Yours again.
Going to pass.
All right. I believe Fremont will activate everybody in range. Minimum 2. Movement is 3, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, initiative. Mine again. Shields will activate Carol. Go to 2. And here's their movement. It's a 3. 3. Initiative. Yours again.
Going to pass again.
Okay. Fremont will take everybody to 2, I think. Here's their movement. It is 2. Initiative. Mine again. We'll get the first Pennsylvania moving. Here's their movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Initiative. Mine again. First New Jersey. They will get 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
4th New York. Get a movement 12. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they will just stand right there. Safety in numbers. Initiative. Yours.
Excuse me, pass again.
I think I'm going to pass as well. So we'll have a nice end of the day there. So recover rain on this one. I will do that throughout the evening tonight.
Yeah.
And everyone has recovered. We will move game turn to 2. And I will make my roll for the other fellows, Kimball and Ferry. Here is the attempt for them. They are both released.
Yep.
Okay. So, leader transfers, I believe I will move Shields back to Tyler. And that is my only transfer. Okay, so give us the initiative then.
Okay, here we go. It's mine. I'm gonna activate Tolliver with Jackson. 1 die plus 2. 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Initiative. It's yours.
Okay. Shields will move Tyler. We'll go to fatigue level 1. Here's his movement. 2. 1, 2. Initiative. It's mine again, so we'll do Tyler to fatigue level 2. And here's his movement. 4 this time. We were not going to be able to get all the way there, so we'll go 1, 2. Yeah, because it's too much to get in there into that shared space. So that's fine. They will go right there. Initiative.
Plus 3.
Okay, it's back to you.
Activate Ashby. Here's his movement. 10. 1, 2, 4, 5. Right there. Initiative. It's mine. I'm gonna activate Taylor with Jackson. Plus 2. It's an 8. 1, 2, 6. He's going to stop right there. Initiative. Mine again. I believe I'm going to pass.
Shields will activate Carol. And he will get movement 6. And he will transfer to Carol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
Stonewall is going to activate the Stonewall Brigade. It's 1 die plus 2. It's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They do not have enough to get there. So initiative. It's yours.
Tyler will march. We'll go to fatigue level 3, so he will get an extended march. Here is his movement. 5. Here is his extended march plus 1. It's always the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's mine again. The first West Virginia will activate. They'll march. Getting 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Yours.
Jackson will activate the Stonewall Brigade again. Is there movement? 5. It's going to be 1, 2 to get to there. Which leaves him with 3. I'm going to stop right there. So here's initiative. Debatable, maybe should have made an attack, but we'll see. Good thing I didn't, if that had been the attack roll. Yours.
Okay. West Virginia will go to 2. And here's their movement. 5, 1, 2. Okay. Initiative. Mine again. Tyler will go to 4. And get... he'll be activated by shield, so minimum of 2. Gets the 2. And here is his extended march now of plus 2. And he's going to lose a manpower. Alright. Go to there. Initiative. Yours.
I think I'm just going to pass, I think. I'm going to pass.
I hear the wheels a turning, Roger. I know what you. Okay, then we'll get Kimball marching, and he will get a movement of 2. So 1, 2. Initiative, yours.
Pass again.
Okay. Kimball again to 2. Here's his movement. 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Initiative. Mine again. Fairy this time. And movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. It is yours.
I'm going to activate pattern. Single die. +1. 3. 1. Which way bridge? 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine again. I'll do pattern again. 1 die +1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's yours.
We will do Fairy to 2. Here's his movement. Another 6. He's ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
I believe Fremont will activate everybody again. Here's their movement. Minimum 2. It's a 2. Alright, initiative. Mine again. Let's try that a second time. Here's their march. 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blinker will go into Harrisonburg. Fremont, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steinware right behind. Schenck right behind. Milroy right behind. Alright. Initiative. Yours.
Rule is going to activate LZ, Stewart, and Trimble. Here's their movement.
You're getting all the 6s tonight, sir.
Yeah, that's nice. He's going to go 1 to there. Stewart's going to go 1, 2, 3. Someone's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's mine. Activate Ashby. It says movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, yikes. Right, Fremont will activate Cluseret. He can get through Blanker because it's a friendly. So, right, here's the march. Minimum 2. It's 2. And here is the. I right-clicked on the manpower to flip to disorganized before I even rolled because that's the muscle memory I have. Here is his extended march. +1. C. Oh boy, I love this game. I do. I really do. All right. What would Ashby like to do?
Ashby's going to stand.
Of course he is, because that's what Ashby does. Yeah. Man, oh man. All right, Cluseret will just come on back home and realize that he's overextended himself. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Ashby again. Here's his movement. 9. Here's his extended march. He's fine. Come over there. Initiative. It's yours.
I believe I am going to pass.
Can activate Taylor. I'm with Yule. 1, 2. Our initiative. It's mine. I'm going to activate that whole stack. It's Trimble, Stewart, and Elsie. Here's their movement. They're just going to do a min move of 1 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
All right. This is where I get bold and spicy, as I like to say in the other game. I am going to attempt an assault using Fremont with Bolin. So they will increase their fatigue to 3. Here is the assault attempt. Command roll of 4. And it goes off. Stunned. All right.
Or
So
are you attacking? Are you attacking tail? Or
Yule. I'm sorry, Yule.
Yeah. I figured as much for you going to the flank, which is...
Well, as soon as you slid over there and I said, I've got the mountain giving me the 6th spot. So, yeah. Okay, so that's part 1. Part 1 is good. We've got that. So let's attempt... this is a 4 right now, so and I'm going against 10. So it's better than 1 to 2. It's 1 to 3, so it's a negative 2. And negative on that. But I'm getting 3 back with the final flank. So I'm going to attempt a grand assault. Because in for a penny, in for a pound. So here is the command roll for that. And
oh, wow.
It goes off. What alternate
bad
universe are we in?
by me.
Oh, well, all right. So I will bring in Cluceret and Stall. Let's see. Do I need to bring them both in? So you're at 10. Yes, I do need to bring in the extra to cover. So they will increase their fatigue. So now I've got 12 to your 10. So let's do the numbers. +1 assault. -1 tack. We've got the ratio covered. You've got 3 pieces of artillery in rolling, I believe. Are we in rolling?
Yeah. It's rolling.
And I've got 2 pieces, so it's a -1 artillery. And then I've got all 6 hexes covered, but the chestnut ridge is going to come off. So it's a +3 final flank. So I see 4 up and 2 down for a +2.
So it's a +2.
+2. Okay, so here goes Union on the left. And it is a +3 final.
Which is a... Where do I have a 10?
You've got 10, I've got 12. So it's I'm guessing it's probably an exchange. I've got 1 fatigue. Yep. So
you just fatigued though, but you disorganized me, so that's good attack by you.
Okay.
Take it off of LZ, manpower decrease.
Okay, and I will take it off of Stall.
Disorganize.
All right. Manpower decrease. Okay.
Really
and so we have an exchange there. Move both of our losses up by 1.
Have to retreat 2 hexes away. This way. 1, 2. I can go to 4, right?
Yes, you can.
Which I think I'm going to do. 3, 4. Okay, good attack.
And I will not advance, I don't believe. We'll just stay right there and hold that ground. So here is our initiative roll. It's mine again, and I'm going to pass.
And I'm going to pass also.
Okay. So a late afternoon tussle. I will recover rain. We are recovered and exhausted as needed. And our turn marker goes to 3. I'm going to move Fremont up to Steinware. Ooh, that leaves Bolin vulnerable. We'll bring Blinker out to Bolin. Yeah, and then Fremont will go there. So, yeah, those are my... And do I need to move Shields? Can I move him? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right. Nope, too far. So he will stay right there with the crew, keeping an eye on Jackson. So I'm done.
I'm going to transfer Fuel to Taylor. And that's my only leader transfer.
Okay. Here is our first initiative. It's mine. All right, what do I need to do? I need to get moving. Time's a wasting, as they say. I think Fremont will activate Milroy, Schenk, Steinwer, Stahl, Cluseret. Yeah, might as well. So they're all going up one. Here's their movement. It's a 6. Milroy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Schenk will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fremont will go 1, 2, and he has 4 remaining. So he'll make a prepared attack on Ewell and Taylor.
Steinware?
With Steinware, yeah. So Steinware's the 4 to your 5, so there's going to be some offset there. So +1 for prep. It's -1 for tactical again. And -1 for ratio. And I've got 1 piece of artillery, you've got 1, so I need to do a die roll. Here's the die roll. So on even it is used, it's odd. Okay, so no artillery. And then I believe I've now got a +4
flank.
Okay.
+3 final.
Yep, 5 up and 2 down for a +3 final. All right, here we go. Union on the left. Oh, sorry. There you go. Union first, apparently, because I pressed the wrong button. So, yes, so +5 is your final.
Not well played by me here. So it's going to be a -2.
Oh, yeah, 2 DR, okay. And then I've got 4, so just an end of that.
And that was an R for route, so he picks up a demoralization marker. He does have a retreat path, and he can retreat up to 6 hexes.
Right, yeah, he can go right down that road with no problem.
He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I think Fremont will take ground. So they will move into there. Okay. I think that is... Oh, I still had Stahl and the other guys in Harrisonburg, so...
Yeah.
Stahl will go 1, 2, and have 4 remaining. Oh, and before you do that, I need to do an extended march for him because he's exhausted. So here's that. +1. Okay, he's alright. So he has a 4.
No, Ashby's going to stand.
Okay. Wow. Do I really want to press my luck? No, I don't want to press my luck today, I don't think. Cluseret is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His extended march is a +1, and he's going to lose a manpower. And that is all the marching for that initiative. Here's our next initiative. It is yours.
I'm going to activate Patton with Jackson. Here's his march. It's 4. So Woods is going to be a +3. He got a 6. That's going to be 1, 7, 8. So it's going to be another +3. He's got plenty to get to there. Initiative. It's mine. See if we can reverse some of this. Jackson is declaring an assault with Patton, Stonewall, and Tolliver against Shields, Carroll, and the 1st Virginia.
Okay, that's West Virginia, sir.
Oh,
they're Unionists now.
So everybody increases the fatigue. And I can't remember if the sequence is. I don't know if you want to retreat that little cab unit or leave him where he is.
I will stand. Yeah, that's fine.
So here's the attempt. 2 minus 7 is a 5. So all 3 of those units come in.
They are ready to go.
So the ratio is I have 7, I have 10 to your 5. Ratio is a +1. The type is a +1. Tactical is +2. This is woods, so there is no artillery.
Right.
There's no flank, and the creek is not there. The creek is across Tyler.
Correct.
So this is a final. I have a +4 final.
Okay.
1 ratio, 1 tactical.
Yeah, 2. Yep, 1, 1, and 2. Yep.
Okay, +4.
Ooh, the 6-1. Holy moly. So -1 on
It's 1D.
is 1D. Yep. And I am fatigued twice.
Ridiculous that we're gone the other way. Okay, so I'm going to want to take the 1 off. Increase fatigue. Increase fatigue. So let's see, you're up +3 now on manpower.
That is right. Yep.
So you can, dang it, you can just hold on now. Initiative. It's yours.
That's exactly what I want to do, is just hold on against a wounded Jackson who's now got his dander up. Yes, exactly. I got to figure out a way to shut him down. Oh boy.
I'm doing that all by myself.
I think Fremont will activate Schenk, Milroy, and Steinver. And here's their movement. It's a 5. So Fremont will move first, and he will go there. I do not threaten him because that is a woods hexside. I can go right on past. We'll continue on, so right there. Now I threaten him. What would he like to do? But I have
so
a 3
right?
left, yeah.
And Fremont's tact is a 3, so
Yeah.
I am going to do a cab retreat here. So he's going to flip.
Okay.
And here's his cab retreat roll. 3. Which I think...
Yeah, I think I'm going to lose 1, yeah.
1, yeah. And he can retreat 4 to 6, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So go 1. I think his next hex has to be here. He has to stay on the road, right? 3, 4. Now I think he can go where he wants. 6.
Okay. So Steinwer has 2 left. So he will go 1, 2. I think Milroy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Schenk will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Initiative. It's yours. I never thought I'd see the day where Milroy was going toe-to-toe with you. I'm stunned by this.
Yeah, this has been truly a disaster here. I'm going to activate Trimble. Well, here's his movement. 6 plus 1 is a 7. Here's his extended march, which is lucky. There's cross keys right there. 3. Trimble there. 3. Initiative. It's yours.
Blinker will activate Bolin. It goes to fatigue level 2. Movement. It's a 5. First he needs an extended march. +1 to this. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's mine again. We'll bring Fairy down. He'll go to fatigue level 1. Here's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Fairy will move again. Fatigue level 2. His movement. 1. Here, that's the fairy we know. Okay. Initiative. Mine again. All right. Kimball will go to fatigue level 1. Movement. These guys are in no hurry. Initiative. Wow. Kimball will go to 2. Movement. That's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
Move some of these cavalry. 4th New York will go first. We get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine. 4th New York again. Fatigue level 2. 11 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll keep them at Port Republic. Initiative. It is yours.
I'm going to pass again.
1st New Jersey. Movement. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Initiative. It's yours again.
I'll activate Tremble.
Okay.
Which is movement. Well, the evil would be 8. You'll normally Yule where he is. Here's his extended march. He's going to lose a manpower. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. So he has 5 left. What would the 4th New York like to do?
I like my chances. I'm going to stand.
I'm going to launch a prepared assault.
Okay.
So the ratio is +1. Type is a +1. Artillery is...
I don't have any.
Oh, you don't have any. Okay. Tactical is +2. And terrain across the bridge is a -2. So that's 4 up, 2 down for final of a +2.
Yep.
Here we go. +2. And it's a +1. Which is a D. I'm already D.
Okay, yeah. And I'm a D as well, right? So.
Yes, you're a D as well.
All right. Those polo players and their Peloponnese. They hold the town of Port Republic.
Yeah, you don't get credit for it, but
I know. Yeah, it's a moral victory.
Annoying.
kept Trimble busy. All right, initiative. Oh, that was yours. So
that was so initiative. Mine again. 2-6 Virginia. Here's their movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Mine again. 2-6 Virginia again. Movement. It's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have 4 remaining. So they're going to declare a normal assault against the 4th New York. So the ratio is +1 for ratio, +1 for tactical. Is this a +2 final?
looks like a +2.
If I make, yeah, okay, here we go. +2 result.
Okay.
Which is a D for me and a DR for you.
Okay. I'm already DR'd and D'd, so 1, 2, 3. Hey! They're sitting in Mount Furnace saying, come on!
Initiative. I'm going to pass.
I believe I will pass as well. Okay. So recovering in the rain. Advancing our turn marker to turn number 4. I think this is an excellent time for a quick break. And what are we drinking this evening?
A white Zinfandel.
Whiskey, you say?
Yeah,
I heard you said one thing, but I heard whiskey.
Yeah, it should have been a whiskey. Yeah, no, this is my wife. Had her birthday, and her friends gave her white
Oh
Zinfandel,
well.
which is not her wine.
Wish her oh well. She had a birthday at some point in the past, and you've had that white Zinfandel since.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how.
So,
Okay, so it's not a recent birthday. Or was it?
It was a couple weeks ago before we went on our trip.
Wish her happy birthday for me then.
I will. Yeah.
Okay, she doesn't know me from Adam's cat, but happy birthday.
No. She knows you're the person who.
I'm the guy that keeps you Friday night.
Yeah, that's right.
Or keeps you out of her hair, however that interpretation goes. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we are at turn 4 now, right? This is we're at the halfway point, and so next turn on turn 5. That's when we'll make the river check. But
the way this is going, you're going to get that roll too.
Well, I sat here during our break with munching on some chips and tried to figure out what is my second half strategy here. Because as it stands, I've got the victory points open. Yes, I have 3 points, which in manpower losses, or yes, I have the +3. So that's 3 victory points. That means I've currently got a marginal, which means you either need to. That's where you get the neat options. You can try to get 2 points for a draw, or 5 points for the win. So. Obviously with 3 turns, you can craft that strategy as you go along, and I have to figure out how to protect that slim lead, right? What do we think so far? Or do you want to just save it for the end? Let's save it for the end. Let you build up a head of steam.
Well, it's just been. I can certainly criticize my one move up at Harrisburg. But other than that, boy, you just had some really good strategy and taken advantage of every opportunity, I think, so far.
I'm really trying to, especially with this part of the map, I think it rewards a little bit of playing the terrain. And as you saw with the Chestnut Ridge there, that was a little bit of serendipity. That was a nice. Oh my gosh, a mountain finally works to my advantage. Yeah, but I think the major river, basically shutting down, half of the map and the objective locations, making that the unobtainable for 4 turns, and then potentially unobtainable for 6 turns, that really forces you to figure out, okay, what is the piecemeal here? How much do I try to get in proactive points versus, I've been very fortunate. All of my points have been because of your activity. So, and I kind of anticipate that just because I know you, but that actually, Shields got extremely lucky. With Jackson going the way he was with that full head of steam, he probably should have gotten, but that 6-1 split will get you every time.
Yep.
So I felt that in my soul when that happened, right there with you, buddy, because it seems to be happening a lot lately on major games as I follow these after action reports. It's just that one moment, and then you go,
oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
But still lots of game to play. I've been known to fumble on the 1-yard line all the time. So we will continue on and see how this goes. Leader transfers first. I think for my leader transfers, I'm going to move Shields up to Ferry because I think he's in range now. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so he's going to move up to Ferry. And leave Carroll with strict orders. Hold the ground. And I think Fremont will move over to Milroy. And Blinker will stay where he is, I think. And that works for me.
I'm going to move Yule or Stewart and Elsie. Debatable decision, but that's what I'm going to do. Boone and Taylor are in big trouble. So it's initiative time?
It is initiative time, so if you'd like to do the honors.
Yep. It's mine.
Okay.
Yule's going to activate Elsie and Stewart.
For marching, I presume.
For marching.
Okay.
Yes, for marching. We're not going to be doing any attacking anytime soon. So it's 5. So Elsie's going to go 1, 2, 3.
I think you also need...
Oh, 1, 2.
Right.
3, 4. And Stewart, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's yours.
Cluseret will march. Go to fatigue level 1. Here's his movement. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine again. Shields will activate Kimball and Ferry to 1. Here's their movement. Minimum 2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, initiative. Mine again. Ferry and Kimball again. And movement. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Taylor with Yule. Here's his movement. 1 die plus 2. So go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. It's mine again. Activate Ashby. This is movement. It's 8 plus 1 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Initiative. Yours.
Blinker will activate Bolin and Stall. Movement. It's a 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Initiative. It's yours.
You will activate Elsie and Stewart. Movement 5, 7. Stewart will go 1. You will go with him. Elsie's going to go 1, 2 there. No, Elsie's going to go there. Initiative. It's yours.
Fremont will activate all 3 in his range there. Schenk, Milroy, and Steinwehr. And movement. It's 2. So he'll just go there. He'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Ashby. Movement 10. And he's just going to go 1, 2, 3 to the Naked Church. Initiative. Yours.
Blinker activates Stall and Bolin again. And here's their movement. It's 2, man. 2. And we got extended march rolls. Bolin first, +1. He's okay. So 1, 2. Stall, +1. He's okay. 1, 2. Initiative. It's mine again. Shields will activate Kimball and Ferry. And they'll go to fatigue level 3. And here's their movement. super huge. All right, so Fairy's extended march is +1. Yeah, he flips, of course. So he's flipping to disorganized and just moves to there. Then Kimball is a +1. He's okay. So one and a bunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, or something like that. I think it's only just +3, but yeah, they should
Yes,
have
plus
enough.
3.
Yep.
Yep, plenty.
Okay. Initiative. It is yours.
I'm going to pass.
Now I will move that first Pennsylvania. Here's their movement.
Oh, it's way up there.
Yeah. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Initiative. It is yours.
I'm going to pass again.
I think Fremont will activate all 3 of those again. And they'll go to fatigue level 2. Here's their movement. Big move. Steinway 1, 2. Fremont 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Schenck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine. Believe I will pass.
I will pass also.
Okay. Obviously taking a huge gamble. We got our engineers out there just dipping their toe in the river going, can we? Can we now?
Both sides. I debated trying to block those fords, but I just don't have the guys.
Right, exactly. There's too many. When you look along there, it's just like there's a ford almost every hex. Okay, recovering rain. Everyone is recovered now. Moving on to turn number 5, the penultimate turn. And consulting the notes, it is a 4 or less. No, it's a 2 or less. 1 or 10. Less. Yes, so 1 or 2.
Union rolls.
Okay, so the Union will roll. Here we go. 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Oh, we're backed up against the river with nowhere to go. All right. So I don't believe I have any leader transfers that I wish to do.
I don't believe I have any either.
Okay. And then we will proceed on. If you'd like to do the honors for the first initiative.
Okay, here we go. It's yours.
The 4th New York will march. And they will get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just get them out of harm's way. Initiative. It's mine again. Blinker activates Stall and Bolin. Movement. It's 2. 1, 2 for Blinker. 1, 2 to the Dunkard Church. And that's all. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to try this. Because if you get the fords, it's going to be parties over. So Jackson's going to attack Shields. Attempt an assault. Everybody increases the fatigue. Here's the die roll. It's a 3 minus 7 is a 4. So all 3 come in. And this is just a +2 for tactical assault. It's woods terrain. There's no creek. So there's no artillery, there's no flank, there's...
Well, and for the assault, so +3 total.
+3 total, right. +3 total. Here we go. +3, Union left, Confederate right. And it's a 9 to 5.
+4.
+4 result.
Yep. So you score... Let's see, I have 7 in there, 8 in there, 9 in there.
You have 8.
I have 8. So 8 and a D4 is 1 DR. Okay. Wow.
I had
All right.
8.
So just a single fatigue for you.
Okay. Single fatigue for me.
All right. So I will take that off of. Let's see. I'll take it off of Fairy. So they're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they can do a 5th one. As long as they don't get closer, they can go to there. Nicely done. Good timing. So I will give you I'll take a manpower loss, so I am at +2 victory points right now. And would Jackson like to advance?
He's going to stay put.
Okay.
So here's his initiative. It's yours.
Shields will activate Carol to 4. And here's his movement. It's a 3. Here's his extended march +2 now. That's right. He's a messenger at this point. He goes 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Shields will activate Kimball. And movement is 5. And he will transfer to him. Not that he needs the help, but 1, 2. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, back again. Hello. Initiative. It is mine. I will pass.
Okay, Ashby. It's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Initiative. It's mine again. Activate the 2nd Virginia. 4, 2, 3. Initiative. It's yours.
Glycerette will march. And movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine. I will pass.
Activate Ashby again. This is movement. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Initiative. It's yours.
Glycerette will march. Go to fatigue level 2. Here's his movement. 4. What would Ashby like to do?
Ashby will stand.
Yes, he will. I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to send Glycerette after Ashby. So +1 prepared. And -1 tactical, so those offset. And then a +2 for 3 to 1 for ratio. And -1 for artillery. Yes, -1. So I'm seeing 3 up and 2 down, so +1.
No creek. The creek is almost there.
Almost, right? No creek to help.
If that guy would have if he had drawn it just a little bit curl.
Send all postcards and letters and complaints to
Oh, I hate that. Charlie Kimball.
Kara of Avalon Hill in Hasbro.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it's a +1 if you concur, yeah? Mm. All right, here's +1. Come on, man.
Oh, it's the other way.
Yeah, it is the other way. So we're now in draw territory. Look at that. Yay. Let's see, a 3. Yeah, -3. Damn it, 1D. Because math. Oh, Glycerette, you had one job. Well done, sir. See,
Oh, no
I
fatigue
took
on that one.
I took the bait, and it cost me. It cost me a possible victory there. So I will give you. I will take another victory. So we are now simply +1. We are in the draw territory. Uh, Initiative. It's mine. I will now pass.
I'm going to activate Taylor. He's outside of everybody's command radius. So this is 1 die +1. See, it's a 3. Well, let's do it. So it's 1. He's going to launch up a normal attack because he only has 2 left. So this is a ratio of 3 to 1. So the ratio is +2. Tactical is +1. So if you think there's a final flank of +2. So that's a final +5.
Yes, 1 for tactical, 2 for ratio, and then 2 for flank, so +5.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
6 to 2 +4.
Yes, +4. Just a DR.
Just a DR.
Okay, so Cluzarette is out of the game.
Just another
1,
fatigue.
2, 3, 4. He will go over the river.
He's going to stay put. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll pass.
I will pass as well.
Okay, then we will recover rain. Final recovery. On to the last turn. And now, looking at the notes, it is 4 or less, right?
4 or less.
Yes, 4 or less. Okay. So, here goes. Here is the roll. Can I cross the river? This will make the difference between the end of the game and not. Here we go. And yes, the fords are clear.
Yep. Got it.
All right. So I'm going to leave everyone where they are.
Transfer Yule to Trimble. So you want to take the last roll here?
Okay, here is our last initiative. And it is yours, sir.
Yule's going to activate Trimble, Elsie, and Stewart. Here's their movement. It's 8. Trimble first. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Stewart's going to go 1, 2. Elsie's going to go 1. Okay, I want him there. Him there.
Okay.
Points there. Point there.
Okay.
Point there. Okay. I'm going to try that for now. Initiative. Mine again. I'll activate Taylor. Here's his movement with Yule. I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, initiative. Mine again. Jackson's going to activate the Stonewall Brigade. Here's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Ashby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That spot. They don't want much. Initiative. Mine again. I'm going to pass.
That took a turn.
That's the first string of initiatives I think either one of us had the whole night.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to ponder this for just a moment. Okay, let me see here. So that avenue has been kind of shut down because fate took a turn. Okay, well, blinker install. We'll activate Bolin install. And they'll get a movement of 2. So there. Man, these roads just are terrible right here. 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. Same guys. Bolin install. Movement is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go with him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Initiative. It's yours.
I'm going to pass. I need to see which way you're heading.
Okay.
I think I know which way you're heading, but I'm not 100% sure.
Fremont activates Milroy, Schenk, and Steinwehr. And they get a movement 4. This crew will just do 1 to there and 1. Initiative. It is mine again. We'll activate Schenk. And he will get 3, and he's just gonna go 1 hex to there. Initiative. It's mine again. So let's activate all 3. Realizing the mistake that we made in a previous game, we're gonna shoot for the moon and accept what we can. So all of them have been bumped up. Here is Fremont's. He is going to attempt an assault on Ashby and Elsie. So Ashby does have the option to retreat before I roll, if he wishes. I don't expect
He'll
he will.
stand.
That's what I figured. Here is the command roll. And 2 of them can participate. So which 2 I want? I need to cover the artillery, so I will take Milroy and Steinwehr. And that is 8 to 3. So here are the numbers. +1 assault. +1 ratio. And artillery is now covered. Looks like just +2.
+2.
Alright, here goes. +2, Union on the left. And it is a +2 by the skin of their teeth. The +2 is a 1 DA, so I will. And I don't think you take anything. Nope. So I'm going to lose a manpower, but yeesh. Costly.
2 hexes. Well, you got the sight, though. That's what you needed. You took a...
I did. I got a 1D, so we are now tied on manpower losses. And I will send Steinwehr in initiative. Mine again. Shields will activate Kimball. And here's his movement. It's a 3. So 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It is yours.
Jackson will activate Stonewall and Trimble. Here's their movement. It's 4. Jackson's going to transfer to Stonewall. Trimble's going to make a min move to there. 1, 2. Jackson's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. It's mine. Going to attempt an assault on Schenk and Milroy with Jackson. So they're going to go 53. Here's the attempt. Does not come off. Initiative. Yours.
Shields will activate Kimball. Here's the march. It's a min 2. I will just go to there. Initiative. It's mine again.
That's your chance.
It is my chance, but it's a really I can do. Remember, the first rule of medicine: do no harm. This could do more harm than good, and I could let the dice fall, because even if you knock Fremont out, Fremont, you're not necessarily gonna. You may potentially.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you'd use the last dude. So I'm going to pass.
Well, I think I got to try that one more time. This is against Fremont. It's 4, and it does come off. So, the ratio is 7 to 7. So there's no ratio. The type is a 1. So it's a +1 for type. Tactical is a +1. And I have 3 artillery pieces to your 2, so it's a +1 artillery on rolling, so it's a -1 artillery.
Yeah.
So the artillery is a -1. So the final I have is a +1.
So +1, yep.
Okay. Here we go. +1. Union left, Confederate right. It's a +3 result. China 7 is a 1 DR for you and FA for me.
Okay, and there you go. All right. Would you like to take ground?
They will advance collectively as a group. Initiative. It's yours.
Shields will activate Kimball. Here's their movement. And they will just go here with one remaining.
The Virginia will cav retreat. Got keyboard shortcuts. Here's his cav retreat. 4. He's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
That uses up his movement, so initiative. Kimball will go to 4. Here's the movement. 6. Here's the extended march +2. I don't think I did one on the last one, so let me do that first. So +1 on the last one. He's okay. +2 on this one now. He is going to flip. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. I will pass.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Activate Patton. This is movement. Die +1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. I'll activate this 2-6 Virginia. Here's their movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Yours.
Well, the old 4th New York. Out of sight, out of mind. Here we go. Here's their movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
Okay, now I think Jackson has command radius to Patton.
He does.
So he's going to activate Patton to T2. Here's his movement. It's a whopping 3. Jackson's going to transfer to him. So he's going to make a normal assault on Shields and Kimball. So it's 3-to-3 ratio. Tactical is a +2. It's woods terrain. Is there a creek? No creek. So I believe this is just a +2 assault.
Okay.
+2. It's a 0.
And I think that's just DD. Yeah.
DD, yeah. Patton is finished. Initiative. Yours.
Blinker will activate Stahl and Bolin. Here's their movement. 4. Stahl will move first, and he will have an extended march of +1. And say it with me, of course. He flips, so 1, 2. And then Blinker's +1 also, and he's okay, so he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine again. 4th New York. Increases fatigue. I get 7, so 1, 2. Initiative. It's yours.
Can activate Tolliver with Jackson. His movement. 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Tolliver with Jackson again. His movement. 5. So Patton is a 2, so he's just going to use up 1 movement point to get to there. There's 4 remaining, and he is going to launch a prepared assault against Kimball. So the ratio is a -1 because it's 2 against 3. Jackson is tactical 4. Shields is a 2, so the tactical is +2. Woods, so the artillery is a wash. And the type is a +1.
One prepared, 3 for total for Jackson, and then -1 for ratio. So +2, if I'm reading that right.
+2. +2. And it's another +1 result.
I think that's just another DD, right? Yeah.
DD. Oh, well, I'm running out of things to try now. Initiative. Mine again. Well, I got 2 guys left. So Yule's going to activate Stewart and Taylor for marching. Here's their movement. There we go.
You are under a charmed star, my good lad.
Well, not yet. What would the 4th New York like to do?
All they can do is try to slow him down a little bit. So 4th New York will do a cav retreat. And they will get a... So they were at a 1, so that's a -2, but I get it back for the river, so it's just a wash. So
That's a wash.
Here we go. Big number, big number, big number, big number.
Big number.
So they lose 3. And they will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
He loses 3 movement points. So he's going to go, Stewart's going to go 1, 2, 3. Taylor's going to go 1, 2. I'm going to leave Yule with Taylor. Okay, I'm going to attempt a prepared assault against Steinware.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't attack in Zoc to Zoc, so that's the only problem with that.
Correct. Initiative. Your turn.
Okay. Tyler will march. He will get a movement of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative.
I'm pretty sure this game is over. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Yes, we could probably call it here if you want.
This was really fun. I mean, it's such a. I really got myself in a hole with a couple bad decisions and a couple bad die rolls, and I just could not get out of it. And there's just too many Union guys. I think couldn't keep all the holes blocked.
This has been an interesting game tonight.
I thought I got close there at the end.
You did. Boy, howdy. When I moved shields into Mount Vernon space, into the furnace there, I thought, yes, that's possibly overextending, but I did want to give you something to react to. But then I got worried because you still had a few movable pieces that could definitely come in and react. And Jackson is certainly no one to trifle with on that.
Yeah, I thought that was a really smart move because it was like, oh, now I got to deal with 2 spots, and it was so close. Let's see. So you ended up with 6 plus.
Yeah. So final VP was you got 9 for victory points, and then -1 for manpower losses. So final score was an 8. Which was indeed a marginal still. Oh, no, it's a substantive.
No, it's substantive. And I think you still had an option to pull. I think you had enough with Claret. I think you could have pushed him down and gotten another point down by Staunton.
Possibly. Oh, that's right. Yeah, to get to 1 extra to within the 5. Yeah. And you were right.
Yeah.
When I
was like, I just can't do everything.
Right.
I can't keep you from doing everything.
when I was moving Blinker and Stahl and Boland, you were right. I was that was the moment, that was the decision point of whether I try to whip around to support at
Hmm.
Mount Vernon or to actually make a play. I didn't necessarily have enough to make a play on Staunton because I would probably not get down there with enough to actually make an attack on it. But I could, like you said, get 1 point. But very, very intriguing game tonight. I cannot wait to see how it flips next week with
Yeah.
what you're going to do. And this is yet another one that it's very straightforward on paper, but there's so much interesting. It's intriguing. It literally is filled with intrigue because it was with that draw space there in the middle, having the ability to not necessarily win, but not lose either. It's really cool.
Right.
It's really cool. But yeah, some of the early dice rolls did go against you. That 1-6 early dug you a hole.
I was just had visions of driving that whole Shields division, just crushing it as you guys are coming up
right.
one by one. It says like, man, let me out of the box.
And that was the X factor. I didn't know how far I was going to be able to necessarily sneak down that side of the river before you did something to build a wall, but you actually made it not only impenetrable, but you made it a force that you were trying to actually score some victory points on that front. Yeah. So that was that really caught me off guard because I wasn't ready for that. I thought, oh well, I'm just going to get the forces down there and threaten, and you did more than that. So you turned an offensive posture into defensive, or vice versa.
That was my idea. Was I thought I could, as they came down one by one.
Yeah, just pop them out. Yep.
Just pop them out, and if I could get past, I could potentially start setting up some flank attacks if the river came clear and then come back. But it was like, anyway, great. Again, very different scenario.
Oh, incredibly different. Not so much. I mean, there's maneuver, but this was the first time I think the Union ability, especially with Fremont, to activate all 6 of those units, and they're not just marching down the mountain passes anymore. Now they're in open field, and they can whip around Ewell and really set up some flanks. So this is the first one in a while where I've seen the Union ability to effectively kind of set up at least a minimal flank, and that helped. But
and I think the error I made, I thought it was a reasonable gamble, and maybe too soon to make that gamble to move into to hand you a flank attack,
right?
Hoping to get the initiative, which of course is my very common failure.
You were trying to set up your own flank too, so it's not like it wasn't bereft of a reason. There's the initiative roll, and But great game as always, and I will get this edited and put up, and I will give my weekly admonition, as Roger says. Ring the bell, click subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and we value all of your comments in the field down below here. So please feel free. Tell us what you like, what you would have done differently, and if there was anything that we missed, of course. We love to hear it. We love your feedback, and keeps us going.
Indeed.
So next week I get the Confederates, right?
And then we're going to finish off the 2 skirmisher ones.
That's right. So you have a great weekend, and enjoy yourself, and we will see you all here next week.
Take care, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.